To get right to the point, the solution that everyone is looking for is our Bankers Table program. Hi, my name is Tyson Thacker, co-founder and co-creator of Bankers Table and the patent pending BOSS system. Thanks for joining me. In the last segment, Ryan shared with you the lack of solutions and the frustration that is felt by good people everywhere as they see the financial problems that face our country, as well as how they impact each of us individually. But no one has stepped up and given people a viable solution. Until now. With Bankers Table, the solution is here. In this segment, I want to share with you in more detail the solution that not only Ryan and I use, but a large number of our students who have purchased our program and are currently using it as a solution to lack of control as it relates to your retirement, investing in the stock market, investing in real estate, or really wherever you choose to place your hard-earned money. It is literally the one financial tool that will put you back in control as it relates to you accessing an emergency fund should the need arise, establishing a private source for your lending needs, regardless of the turmoil in the financial markets, and lastly, controlling your ability to build your retirement with predictable growth throughout your lifetime so you can actually plan for your golden years, instead of hoping that your retirement will be there when the time comes. The answer to regaining control of your finances can be found within the pages and audio of our Bankers Table program. Ryan and I teach you step by step how to regain control over your finances and give you the ability to take control of your money that is already flowing through your life, reclaim it, and put it to work so that you can build a solid retirement. Many years ago, Ryan and I set out on a journey that brought us to the creation of our patent pending system. We were looking for where real wealth was created. The following quote describes how we felt as we created Bankers Table. The art of discovery is seeing what others have seen, yet thinking what no one else has thought. Quite simply, we took existing components of wealth and put them together in a way that had never been done before and is more powerful than any one system that you have ever been exposed to. I am confident that there is no other system like it that shares the A to Z approach, the methods, and the efficiencies that you will learn within Bankers Table. Our search led us to combine the strengths of two well-known financial structures, banking and insurance. To find real wealth, you only need to travel to any major city and look up. You will notice the tallest buildings in any major city will have either the name of a bank or an insurance company on the top of their building. Even before the Egyptians formulated banking concepts, some say before the Assyrians invented assets as security and lent money to the money changers, and quite possibly as the earliest of man, banking-type institutions and methodologies have existed, and to a large extent, controlled the destinies of nations. Money has been lent, assets harnessed, interest paid, exchange rates determined, and amazing fortunes created. These ancient banking systems include basic concepts that are universal and timeless. These processes have thrived hidden from the masses. Down through time, various organizations have evolved and have built great wealth. Some say the use of Solomon's wealth was a precursor of things to come. The Masons hoarded wealth, and their letters of credit transcended boundaries. Some say that it was the use of this money by royalty in various kingdoms which actually created their ever-changing boundaries and borders. The Knights Templar, commissioned by good and noble causes, thrived by acting as bankers. The French Revolution, the rise and fall of Bismarck's Germany, and on down through the Rothschilds to the First and Second World Wars. Through all of this and more, banking interests have been a part of virtually every generation of human history. So, what did they know that was so lasting and powerful? And why didn't they share their wealth of knowledge with the common man? The answer is obvious. This sort of secret knowledge truly represents power. That is why these well-guarded secrets have stayed so well hidden. For the first time, these banking secrets are being shared with the general audience. Now, I know there are probably a few of you who are thinking, well, what about the banks out there who are having a difficult time? How do they relate to our system? I assure you that I am not speaking about banks such as IndyMac or Washington Mutual. Each of these institutions has encountered problems because they strayed from the core principles that have made banks successful for over 5,000 years. To give you a little background, in the past within the lending industry, when you have wanted to purchase a home, you were required to have saved a down payment of at least 20%. Over the past few years, this changed to the point where you were not required to put any money down to purchase a home. As the real estate bubble burst, you have witnessed the more aggressive banks run into more liquidity issues. The rest are going back to core banking principles. In addition, I'm not referring to investment banks like Bear Stearns or any of the other investment banks that have recently encountered problems. A recent CNN Money article attests to this fact, that banking is the last man standing. It reads, with Merrill and Bear Stearns before it being acquired by giant commercial banks, we're witnessing the triumph of a diversified, universal banking model over the Wall Street one that focused on trading securities and advising corporate clients. The most solid, proven, successful business model in the world is banking. Banking has been successful for over 5,000 years. As mentioned, the second component of our system is insurance. Before I get into the details, I need to make it perfectly clear that I am not talking about insurance companies that have recent struggles like AIG. Over the last few years, AIG has acted more like an investment bank instead of an insurance company. Even though the company as a whole was struggling, the insurance division was still very profitable. The reason why insurance becomes such an important component of our system are many. First, our students appreciate that there is guaranteed growth, as well as no loss of principal guaranteed. The strongest mutual insurance companies have paid this guaranteed growth in addition to a dividend for over 150 years. Through every economic recession and depression in U.S. history. Do you know of a stock that has paid a dividend year in and year out for even close to this time frame? Or guaranteed the growth of the asset year in and year out with no loss of principal? In addition, your growth within the policy grows tax deferred, and if withdrawn correctly, your retirement can be withdrawn tax-free as well. Your banking system is also creditor-proof in most states. Have you noticed that I haven't even mentioned the death benefit? Because the focus is on banking, we keep the focus on living benefits of our system instead of the death benefit, although you do get that too. You can find out more about all of the benefits of setting up a banking system on our website. I challenge you to compare your current investments with our system. Your eyes will be open to a brand new world of control, security, and liquidity. Before I close, I want to stress that this is not some complicated system where only the wealthy benefit. Because these principles are universal, they work for everyone at any income level. I want to pause and have you reflect for a moment about what I'm suggesting. Have you ever thought of what it would be like to control your assets through your own banking system? How would your financial situation be different with guaranteed growth and no loss of principal in today's market? As a business owner, have you ever been in a situation where you could expand your business through access to additional capital, but have been turned down? With your own banking system, that becomes a concern of the past. Imagine the freedom you would feel by having access to your own capital, where you determine how best to use it. Has your credit score ever become an issue in purchasing a home or a vehicle? Never again. What would it feel like to know that your retirement is secured instead of following the ups and downs of the stock market? I can tell you, because I live this dream every day, and so can you. In the next segment, Ryan will share with you some examples of how this revolutionary system can apply to you through real-world examples. Come, join us at the banker's table.